comes a boat. Watch, I'm gonna scare him when I go by here. He's like, what the heck? Sight fished him right out of that little sand hole. But check this out, manatee rib bone. Might be pretty tasty too, gnawing on that. Check out his skull. Teeth are falling out, jaw's falling apart. It's a little rookery. They're squawking and yelling at me. Now I see why. Not sure if they're night herons or something right here. Yeah, he's on it. So much fun walking around these shallow islands with these oyster bars everywhere. You can see everything. Alright, well, gonna be doing some wade fishing here as soon as the sun pops up around some islands, but on the way, let's stop and see if we can get a couple trout on this little oyster bar. There we go. There's a fish. I'm gonna try to catch a little slam this morning. I've got about 3 hours to do it, so there's species number one. Just as we're getting into this grass here. All right, onward into the islands. There we go. He hit it twice. Awesome. Just felt like a real little tap. Thought maybe I just had bumped a needle nose and he come back after it though. Nice. Well, that's 2 species off the list pretty quick. They start circling you. When you're wade fishing, you can just keep spinning with them. Keep them heading in the right direction. That's awesome. Right there. Last time I was at this spot, I got a fish out of that same spot. Current flowing between these 2 islands. Just natural little habitat they like to sit in. All right, buddy. Yep, got you hooked just right. That's a great way to start the morning. Okay, fun sized little snook. Man, he's warm. That water is definitely heating up. Look at that gash he's got right there on his gill. Beautiful fish. Love it. All right, well, morning's just getting started. There's another one. Nice. Same exact spot. Same spot. Another guy, another little snook. Little snook. Beautiful, beautiful thing. Catch and release, just as I was going to show him off to the camera. Ooh, there's something big right there. That current is pulling through this little cut. Oh, right there. You come all the way up to it. Scared me. Scared me. There's a couple more of them snook over there. Let's get a couple more casts. There he is. Just like that last one. Follow me up. Oh. Man, when they get real close, it's hard to keep them buttoned up when they hit it right at your feet. Like you got to give them some slack. Let them run, but they're not, when they're small like that, they're not big enough to pull. There he is. Oh gosh, dadgummit. Catching this crab trap. They got this crab trap right here in this cut. Looks like they forgot about it. The thing has been sitting there for a while. It's been hit. It's all mangled. There we go. Little fish on the backside of that oyster bar. Let's go work the backside of that just for a minute and hope nobody else slides into my spot. What do we got? Oh, little snook. I thought it was a trout. All right, buddy, come here. Now you got me all frayed up. This guy, check out that eyeball though. This guy's going blind in one eye. Look at that eye. Oh! Gave up and gave me a kiss, literally. Right on the cheek. Alright, let's switch to the Z-Man. Keep snagging grass. And occasionally getting stuck on these oysters. Man, these things are stretchy. There's a fish. Right off that point. Well, we're getting the fun size snook today. Still looking for that red, but I have stumbled upon a few, so that's moving in the right direction. Quick release. All right, let's see if there's another one over there. Oh gosh. Golly, golly, golly. Not sure what happened there. Definitely felt a hit, but I may have just snagged a mullet. Oh, there's the fish. There's the fish. I thought I snagged a mullet at first on that last cast, but it might have just been another one of these snook. Right there on that point where the other one was. Let's see if I can keep him buttoned. Come here, buddy. Get me wet. Don't get me camera wet. All right. Well, still yet to get that red bite. Had one follow me up. The whole reason why I chose this spot was it's just covered in oysters. It's very close to home. So just kind of keeping it a short morning. But again, it's very close to home. I would just love for this spot to produce some more fish. But maybe it is just too close to everything and it gets overfished. I'm not sure. I see fish here. I've never had an exceptional day on this spot, but it just has all the makings of a great spot. All these oysters. But maybe the tide's starting to turn here. This is a little better snook. I set my drag light for that last little snook, so don't be alarmed. He's not as big as he's acting, but he's bigger than those last ones. Look at him trying to get into those oysters. And he did. He got into those oysters. Wrapped my line for a second there. That's why they love the oysters, is when they get scared, they can run right up in there and keep them dolphin off their back. That's a nice snook. That's a nice snook. Heck yeah. Right when I was talking smack about this spot. Pretty fish. Alright, well, these snook are keeping the morning interesting as we hunt down a redfish. That's what I love about saltwater fishing. You come out looking for one species and the other ones are always there to keep you entertained. See ya. Got him right here. Right here is where my bait was coming. I was standing at the end of that oyster line there. And I'm not sure if I see another one there, but this oyster bar's got kind of like a little racetrack that runs around these islands and around these oyster bars, where it goes from oysters to sandy to grass flat, that darker water. And the fish just love patrolling that area. And there's one of my least favorite critters out here, Florida southern stingray, coming on up to say hello. Second reason why I love wearing waders. Now obviously you're going to wear boots out here, but these wader boots go way higher than the little dive boots. Another reason, jellyfish. You don't really get them too bad here, but even the tiny tentacles that are all broken, oh boy. Just grab the tail, just barely grab the tail. There he goes. Hey, man, he threw a wake on that first approach. It made me think I had something huge, but nice. Same size as that last one, maybe a little bigger. Putting on a little show. Yep, he's hooked good. He's hooked good. No worries of a fray. Nice, nice, nice. That was awesome. Just pulling it up. Maybe it was a different fish. I don't think so, but a little smaller than the last one. But keeping it interesting. Love it. All right, buddy. Putting on a show again. All right. They're just loving this little cove here. Little snook are just stacked in here. We've got two competing things. We got wind, east wind, blowing down this creek. We're at the mouth of a creek here. And, ooh, that pop. He just popped in my hand, trying to bite me. And we've got the current, and it's really strong, ripping through, coming this way, wind going that way. And what you've got is just this nice cove that's surrounded by oyster bars. And so they're able to just sit in this cove and watch the world go by. And hopefully some bait fish come by as well, and they don't have to swim too hard. Boy, I felt that pop. I was holding that snook and he popped in my hand. Just poof. You can feel how strong that reflex is, and that suction, like a largemouth bass on steroids, and they just suck that bait down. There we go. Another one. They're all hanging tight out about 10 feet off that shoreline. We got barracuda. Man, I was thinking if I got one today, I was going to take it home, but I'm too far from the boat. You are lucky. Too far from the boat. Look at that cuda. Awesome fish. Look at them choppers, man. Don't want to get bit by that right there. No, sir. No, thank you. That long mouth, long head. Cool fish. I'm switching back to the Little John because it's really deep water all around this point. Let's see if we can't get that red. Not that I'm crying about catching snook. Plus the sun's up now. It's gonna catch a little bit of this gold glitter. One thing getting out waiting. You get to notice all the little things. Like, look at this. All those fish I caught, those 3 snook and the barracuda, were all right in this stretch right out in front of me. And look what we've got here at the edge of this oyster bar. It gets deep right as it gets to the mangroves. And so long before the water is flowing over these oyster bars, it's just ripping through there. There's a nice current that's flowing underneath those mangroves. And man, if we threw the snorkel mask on, I guarantee we go under there. There's a half a dozen fish sitting underneath that oyster bar, or underneath that mangrove overhang. Big sheephead. This is a snook. Something right here. Yeah, he's on it. Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was a snook or a catfish. But man, he turned on it too. I was a little behind him and he turned around and smoked it. Nice. So much fun walking around these shallow islands with these oyster bars everywhere. You can see everything. Oh, this is where I found that old manatee. Forgot about that. Or dead manatee, I should say. There's a skull right there. Beautiful morning. Another little snook. Sight caught him. Sight fished him right out of that little sand hole. See you later, buddy. Check this out. Manatee rib bone. Pretty big. Might be pretty tasty too. Gnawing on that. Check out his skull. Teeth are falling out, jaw's falling apart. I'm not sure how big a manatee that was. I don't think he was full grown, but anyway, beautiful little morning out here on Gasparilla Sound. Still looking for redfish though. Let's see if we can find them. There's a fish. And I didn't want to come this far either. But I just snagged an oyster, and I might have got my target species of the day by doing so. Heck yeah, this is a red. This is a red. Dude, that's awesome. I cast it across, was not going to wade across here because it was pretty deep. And I got hooked up on the bottom on these oysters that I'm standing on now. So I was like, oh well, I'm gonna have to wait over there, free my line. Next cast, I got a redfish. I truly don't care if you don't think he's big enough. He is big enough for me. Beauty! Heck yeah. Red on the red watermelon Little John. Awesome. Great way to end the morning. Went from a cuda slam to a proper slam. This little red, I don't know, 17 inches. All right, buddy, get back on those oysters. Get back to work. Once again, oh, come on. Scenario we have here is a cut, deep water, ripping. Oh! Right there, he's still on me. Little snook there. Oh man, he is vicious. Vicious little snook. There's another fish. Not that big, whatever it is, but whatever is it? It's another barracuda. Another little cuda. Hey, not bad. Watch my fingers there. 4 species on the day. This thing is just like a laser. Laser. Yeah, this little John with the gold flakes really shines once the sun comes up. The best color in dark water. That a hit. Or low light. There's a fish. Is the white. They got a white that glows in the dark. This is another barracuda, I think. The way he's just thrashing his head. It's a much better one, whatever it is. Yeah, it's a barracuda. Doggone it. You know what I'm gonna have to start doing is keeping a stringer on me in case I want to take a fish home. Because this is a good sized cuda to take home right here. Man, that's a perfect sized barracuda right there to take home. Those cool black speckles. Camo him out. Well, he's lucky I don't have a stringer on me. I had to take him home to eat him, but nice, nice, nice. Another little cuda. Having so much fun out here. Should be illegal. See you, buddy. Here comes a boat. Watch, I'm gonna scare him when I go by here. He's like, what the heck? Pay attention. 2 boats. Everybody showed up. All right, well, signing off from this little rookery. They've kind of quieted down now that I've snuck up on here. Lots of beautiful nature. I'm going to leave you with some drone shots from the surrounding area, and thanks for watching. Look how thick that is. Mangrove maze. That is what it's all about right there. Now they're talking back. The night herring. Oh, there's a baby. 2 babies. Oh yeah, you're mad at me. Let's see if we can get a better look. There they are. 3 of them. 4 of them. 4 fledgling night herons. He ain't been out long. He can barely crawl on that branch. And there's the nest right here. Or that's a different nest. I can't even see. What's in there? Eggs? Oh my goodness. Little pinkies. Look at these little birds. There's the ones I was looking at. Way bigger. These things are just coming out. Okay, on the left they're still wet. There's 2 of them climbing up the tree right there. Get out in the wild. You never know what you're gonna see. There's the mama to those smaller ones. Those are not night herons. The 4 fledglings, I believe, are night herons. I saw one of those flying around. I can't remember what those are. I'll look it up, drop it in the name. I'll drop the name below. There's the other one. Yeah, I think they just hatched. They must have cleaned out the shells already or something. Super cool. Gotta love it. Out in the wild, you never know what you're gonna see. Especially wading the flats out here. This is the island that I found those birds in, right there in that little cut. And in this next clip, you'll actually see the water reflecting completely in the center of the island, all the way through. So, great place for them to hide. Not much can really get up to them. as long as they can stay out of the water and not get eaten by catfish. A lot of catfish are on these islands.